place and we'll see what happens. Maybe tomorrow's the day that we get some predators coming down for a drink. That would be wonderful. I'm hoping and holding my fingers together for wild dogs. That's what is on my bucket list. See the butterflies flitting in and out here. I think there are a couple of swallowtails there. There's the emerald spotted wood dove. It just scoots its way through. And of course, I think the highlight today was all these elephant bulls, and in particular, 1 ton who came to drink here at Old Donyo. Well, that's it from me for now, folks. Give it horns, bush greetings. Ciao for now.
Hello everyone, my name is Amy and this is On Safari. Well, hello everyone. I was a bit fast there for Nadine. I'm so sorry. But a very warm welcome to you all. Behind the camera with me is Panda, and there we go, there's his thumb. And we are looking forward to going through some of the highlights over the last day or so to share with you here on this show. So remember that this is of course live and interactive, so please do make sure that if you have any comments or questions that you do send those through with us, to us, sorry. The first clip that we're going to show you this afternoon is rather interesting, and Cedric found a little, as we would say in South Africa, hoho, that looked really, really cool. So let's have a look at the clip and then we'll talk about it.
Interesting praying mantis that we've got here, just sitting on the dashboard here on the binoculars. Isn't this amazing? I haven't seen a praying mantis like this. It almost looks like an alien with this funny thing on top of its head. But of course it uses very much its camouflage, looking like a leaf. If it goes into a tree or something, it's going to look like a leaf. Look at this. Oh my word. Even the legs looks like a dry leaf. Hey? Wow, wow, wow. This is amazing. And every part fits into one another, so of course it pretty much will tuck everything in and it'll look exactly like a leaf. You can see that hind part will kind of flop down, or actually like a flap. It'll actually flap down. Son, yes, please let me know what kind of praying mantis this is, because this is very interesting, eh? Almost shaking like a leaf as well, so with the wind almost mimicking a brown leaf, like a dry brown leaf. Yes, Nadine. Nadine says it's a blaargogga.
Blaargogga, a leaf insect. Okay, that was very, very cool, everyone. Wow, Cedric and I actually chatted about it when he came back, because it's something that I've seen before, but I didn't, until I saw the clip, I didn't sort of think about the time that I had seen one. And it is amazing. It's called a ghost mantis. That's its official name. And it is all about camouflage. So that sort of appearance of a dried leaf is for two reasons. One, to camouflage itself from predators, so that it just looks like dead, dried leaf material on the ground or wherever it's sitting, so that it doesn't get hunted by many insect-eating birds, for example. But then on the second hand hand to be able to camouflage itself to be able to hunt. So it can lie in wait, looking like it's leaf litter, to be able to catch other little insects and things that it would be eating that are a lot smaller than it. Gina, you want to know how long praying mantises live? So different insects will live for a different amount of time. For this particular ghost mantis, you're looking at a lifespan of about 7 to 12 months. Apparently, from what I read about it, is that the females live a little bit longer than the males, especially in cooler climates. So they have a life cycle of about a year, and that's all the way from larvae stage through to adult, when they look like that incredibly well camouflaged ghost mantis. So fascinating stuff with Cedric yesterday. It was really, really awesome find by him, and such a unique thing to be able to share with you all. And often there's actually bugs that, I don't know, land on us, especially when we're driving through some of the thicker bush and we hitting some of the branches and things like that. And it was so great that that one landed in a place where Mpho could shoot it and be able to share it with you all. I was just thinking if it was Pando and Mpho and camera yesterday. So that's very, very cool indeed. All right, I think we are going to head into the second clip, everybody. Just give me a second, and we are going to catch up with our dear Mr. Fluffy Ears, who was having a bit of a heyday yesterday. Oh, thanks for turning. So you can see that wound there, everyone. For those of you who don't know, this particular leopard was caught in a snare, and he had quite a serious injury that wrapped around his whole sort of neck and front legs and chest. He has been seen by the vets, he's been treated, and he is on the mend, sewn up and stitched and everything. They've left the left side of him open because he needs movement to be able to move his shoulders and that sort of thing. So that is why it is still red there. But the rest of him is looking very, very good, and we're so happy to see him well. Hey boy, how are you doing? Honey Bumba, he does look comfy. I think as comfy as he can be. Of course, he's going to be sore, but he is healing. You can see him licking there, and he looks very, very comfortable on the shade, in the shade, but also in the thatch. Watch and wait. Yes, it is so cute when we see these big cats act like small cats when they try to catch flies and things like that. And there we go, everyone. It was such an awesome sighting yesterday. I really enjoyed spending that time with Maribs, and it's so good to see him himself, I guess, in many ways, as a leopard should be. Like I said in that clip, he is going to be sore to an extent, but the fact that he is moving around, that he is able to make a kill for himself. Cedric saw him up a tree this morning, relaxing there, which means he can climb up. If anything's bothering him on the ground, that's a really easy safety net for him, which is lovely. So we're really, really happy with that progress, and we actually have another clip of him a little bit later on as well, so we'll take a look and chat a little bit more about him as well as the show goes. Nadia, you want to know, do the vets have to take his stitches out once he heals, or will they dissolve by themselves? Nadia, I'm actually not 100% certain. I would think that if they could choose, they would choose stitches that can dissolve, just because to dart him again and remove those stitches would be a really big amount of work. I mean, it was enough work just to find him in order to dart him, in order to do the operation. So I would think if there was any option for dissolving stitches, which I seem to think they can be for animals, then that would be ideal. But if they have to get a vet in to do that, then that's what they'll have to do. It will be a while until that is needed, because there's a lot of healing that needs to take place there, Nadia. But perhaps Cedric can confirm that. I'm not sure if he got those details. Or Panda, if you know. You're not sure either. Panda was, of course, there when the operation was taking place. So we'll try and find out and confirm for you, Nadia. It is an interesting question to think about for future, if there will be another darting and taking out of those stitches, or if they will dissolve themselves. Ethan, you bark spider this morning, so I'm looking forward to reliving that with Panda. That was very, very cool. And then yeah, Panda says that he has seen the bark spider making its nest now. He's almost been driven into the nest, and I mean the web, sorry, not the nest. And then today he saw it being taken down. So he's had the full life story of a bark spider web so far. Just waiting to hear if there's any other questions or info. Okay, we are now going to head over to Cedric to hear his plan.
Thank you so much, Amy, and a very good afternoon to everybody. Thanks for joining us on our highlight show. Yes, my name is Cedric, and behind the camera with me on the Sentinel, we've got Muscles and Paul. So, our plans for this afternoon. It is a lovely afternoon, a little bit of clouds now and again around here, which makes it nice and cool, but it's not as hot as yesterday. So, plan for this afternoon, I think, because it's such a lovely day, we had Mulwati's tracks coming all the way down central towards Gowrie Dam. I don't know if he popped out on Dam Cam during the day, but I've got a feeling he actually passed there this morning because he had some scat that was right there at the dam wall, and maybe unfortunately he went behind a bush and the zoomies could not pick up on him at all. But I'm going to go around there. I'm going to go Gallagher shortcut, Gallagher pan behind the camp area to the northern side of the camp, just to see if we can locate him that side, because I know there's one spot that he loves to go and lie down there. So I'm going to see if we can go and pick up on Mulwati, that beautiful male leopard. If not, we're going to carry on going east, maybe towards Buffelshoek Dam, go look for Tlalli's, Tlalamba, a leopardess that roams around this side as well. And yeah, other than that, we've got our snacks, our supplies. We are ready for this afternoon, and we will see you out on safari.
Great plan. All the luck to you. We know that Mulwati can be a tricky character as well, to try and find him in the day, but at least if we follow the tracks and he is able to get an idea of where he is, it's something maybe to check this evening as well if he does come out. All right, everybody, the next clip, so this is a bit of a fun one. Let's have a look at this clip. Here we go.
Hippopotamus, that's still here. Oh, he's going to go on. Oh, good timing. There we go, yes. Still a little bit active. As the morning has just started up and still nice and cool. No sun has popped out yet. So I'm still very happy to be a little bit more active now. I always love watching these grey herons. Early in the morning, maybe trying to see if it's going to get lucky with a fish. Oh, yeah, it comes back. Maybe it's going to try and land on the hippo again. Let's see. Maybe the hippo allows it this time. And land. There we go. Yay. The friends are back again. There we go. I don't think it's going to hang there for too long. Oh, the hippo wants to move. A little bit of hippo surfing. There you go. Oh, it's going down. Oh, you're going a little bit low. Oh, you better fly. I think you better get out of there. Oh, yeah. No, yeah. Hippo was going too deep.
I don't know why that makes me laugh so much. But that was very, very funny, the way the hippo was sinking, and it looked like the heron was really trying to stay on there as long as possible. But eventually it realized, if this hippo goes any lower, I'm going to get soaked. So I'm going to have to fly away. But a really cool sighting there with the hippo and the heron. I feel like that could be the title of a children's story. The hippo and the heron. Yeah. Panda's agreeing. Could be quite nice to tell the story of the two of them at the waterhole. Linda, why do the birds land on hippos sometimes? It's a good question. I think it's about having access to a different area, especially where it's deeper. So with birds like herons and egrets, and even some of the smaller birds, although I haven't really seen a plover or anything like that land on a hippo, it's mostly grey herons and sometimes great egrets that do it. And yeah, I think it's just deeper water, so they're very much limited to the shallows where they can perch from. But sometimes if they're able to go right into the center of the water, there might be other fish and other amphibians and things that they wouldn't otherwise be able to reach unless they tried to fly and catch it, which isn't really their style. So I think that's why they do it. Other than maybe a taxi service or a ferry from one side of the waterhole to the other, they're lazy to fly, that's also a possibility. Christian, you're asking, do the fish and water birds eat the hippo dung in the water? Water birds, possibly. I mean, if you think about Egyptian geese that eat grass mainly, they might have a bit of hippo dung. But fish, yes. And that's actually a really interesting thought to talk about when we are thinking about the nutrients that get put back into the water that otherwise wouldn't be there if animals didn't defecate in the water. Hippo is probably the biggest contributor to that because they poo a lot in the water. But elephants are another one. When they are coming to drink or swim and they just plop out the dung into the water, then that adds extra food source for things like fish inside the water, which is very, very interesting as well. That was all the questions there. I've seen it happen a few times with hippo dung and elephant dung, and sometimes you actually see some of the little mouths come out of the fish, which is very interesting to note that. But it's all about the ecosystem and how everything fits together, and even the poop of one animal can literally be the food of another one. Oh, all right, well, I think it's time for clip number 4. So let's have a look at that bark spider from this morning. This is going to be fun. Before I put us both through an absolute web of spider. If we have driven through that, we're going to have a face of spider web. This is a bark spider, everybody, and it has created a monstrous web across the entire road. It is like a wall in front of me. It's so fine, it's very difficult to show you, but we're actually looking at the bottom of it. So the part of it that looks like bark is the top of its abdomen, which is on the other side, and that's what gives it its name, bark spider. Oh, this is cool. Maybe he's gonna start eating his web, Panda. Hey, that could be cool. Look, it is going in. It is going in. See how he's moving it into himself? Like that, those little pieces. Look, 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 it's disappearing. Do you see how he's going and then it's like breaking apart?
Yeah.
It's like tearing because I think he's eating it. Look how quickly it's disappearing. Panda, this is amazing. I've never actually seen them do it in broad daylight. Look how it's disappearing, everyone. There was a massive web here like a minute ago. Panda. This is amazing, everyone. I've literally never seen it so clearly happening like this before. Oh, everyone, that was joyful to rewatch. Panda's making fun of me because I said his name about 10 times in that clip. But I was really amazed, and he was the only human close to me. So I was like, this is incredible. Are you seeing this? It was very, very cool. I get a little bit excited. Annabelle, you want to know, if there's no web, where do baby bark spiders live? Ooh. Well, usually with spiders, once there's, so the mother, the female spider, will create an egg sac where she'll put all her eggs. I'm not exactly sure for bark spiders if that's in a tree or something like that, possibly. And then those little babies will disperse. Lots of them will be eaten by other small predators, birds even, and then eventually, if they survive, they'll grow and then they'll be able to make their own webs. So a lot of them, I suppose, will live on trees or on the ground or all of those things until they develop and they can, you know, get to the sides where they can also build a web across a road and eat it again the next morning. But what I loved about what happened there is just all of a sudden it decided that it's gonna do that. All right, one more clip for you all, everybody. Let's squeeze it in before we finish the show. Another update on Maribs.
Right, so he's all the way here on a Chitwa. So we're just going to give him space here. But yeah, he's looking good. He's walking all right. Apparently he made a impala kill as well. Yes! And his kill was stolen by hyenas now. But as you can see, this young male leopard. Yeah, that wound is getting it's getting so much better so quickly. Still a little bit open at the bottom, but that's just for drainage. The vet said they left that for the drainage. And yay! That is wonderful. But you'll find on the left-hand side still a little bit that open spot there, just to give him that mobility. So it still looks very sore. You know, it's going to take time. I mean, it's not an overnight situation. This is going to take a little bit of time for the healing. But the big thing is he's moving. He's walking far. I mean, are we all the way at Markskliet? In other words, on Chitwa, close to Chitwa airstrip. From Buffelshoek Dam to here, it's very far. Second of all, he's making his own kills. He killed impala. Apparently, he dragged it, and then a hyena stole his kill. So that is very important things for him. And I think at the end of the day, if he's doing that, you know, he can look after himself. Yes, we are still going to monitor him. I mean, at the end of the day, that's still part of the duty. But yeah, I'm very happy about this.
All right, everyone. That is, I just stopped the clip a little bit early, but it's more of Marips just cleaning himself and lying in the grass. And that was actually from yesterday when we first heard he was on Chitwa. And so far, he is still there. We'll see if we can get any updates from the Chitwa guides this afternoon. If he has still been seen there this afternoon, he was there this morning. So good chance that he is still on the property. Anyway, everyone, that is all we have time for today. It was wonderful to go through those highlights with all of you. I hope that you enjoyed the show. Thank you so much for all your comments and your questions as well. We always appreciate it. And straight after this, you will be heading off with Cedric for the Sunset Safari live right here on Wild Earth. And Panda and I are going to close the tent up and head out as well to join them. So we will see you all soon. Tomorrow Cedric will be back here in the tent with you. Same time, same place.